It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? It is showtime, Geno Jones Showtime. I'm coming to you live right now about 6:31-ish morning. My normal start times. Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Hey, Chicago, what's happening there? St. Louis, Missouri, Memphis, Tennessee, New Orleans, Houston, Texas, where my guests are going to be appearing live on this show momentarily. It's 5:30. Live in Los Angeles, 3:30 p.m. West Coast, Bay Area, San Francisco, Oakland, Berkeley, that whole area. Up the Pacific Northwest, Seattle, Washington, Portland, Oregon, my firstborn daughter, Lauren Shiana Hill Vaughn, my son-in-law, Jonathan, in Brooklyn, the Bulldog. Check out the show. Well, they are at work. But anyway, 3:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Tell everybody, as Nelly would say, tell everybody to subscribe and share or screen grab, rip some of the video, make it go viral. Oh, because these monologues are fire. It's my grandmother, who I'm named after, Jean Jones, said. She said, Jeannie, tell the truth and shame the devil. And that's what we plan to do. Tell the truth, shame the devil. All right, so subscribe, share, screen grab, like, binge watch all my back episodes, and please leave your comments in the comments section, and be sure to share this episode. And you can tag everybody's page. You can tag them, you can copy and paste the link, you can email it, put it in a text message. You can share on everybody's page that you follow, that follows you, or your friends or family or fans. You can share it, or you can tag their page. I don't really care how you do it. Let's just make it happen. So let me start off today. Let's see, October 14th, celebrating a birthday today. He turned 46 today. Self-titled debut album came way back in 1995. He was like 15 years old. He's doing the thing, 9 number one singles. That's Billboard. He's really had more than that. 100. He's sold like 100 sales, like 100 copies, like albums and singles. 100 million. Wow, 100 million? That's a lot. Wow, yeah, 100 million in sales. Do your thing. They call him, many call him the king of R&B. I'm talking about one Usher Raymond IV. Happy birthday, Usher, 46 today. R&B singer, superstar from the like mid-late 80s, early 90s. The Way You Love, you remember the song? The Way You Love Me, Secret Rendezvous, Superwoman, I'm not your superwoman. Man, if you were around when that song came out, like what, the late 80s, that was like the ladies' anthem. Like, especially if she was pissed off and you did some dumb ish and you walked into the house and you heard her singing that song, I'm with like straight to and with feeling, singing that song, Superwoman, you knew your ass was in trouble. Oh yeah, it was about to pop off because that was the anthem. And then she had a song called Love Saw It with Babyface. Karen White, 59 today. Stephen A. Smith, superstar on ESPN. The show First Take, really is like his show now. So he turned 57, legendary Dallas Cowboy fan. I say that tongue-in-cheek, very sarcastically. So happy birthday, Stephen A. Smith, 57 today. And on this day, October 14th, 1964. Dr. Martin Luther, or just to get it right, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. became the youngest man to receive the Nobel Peace Prize. So, now, let me move on before I bring my guest on. There's been a lot of talk about, black men and Vice President, soon to be President-elect, speak it into existence. I believe you name it and claim it, and I'm going to speak it into existence. So another one of my grandmother's pearls of wisdom. She said, Jeannie, you got to name it and claim it. Name it and claim it. You got to speak it into existence. And we are speaking Vice President Kamala Harris. We are speaking her into Madam President-elect Kamala Harris. And there's been a lot of conversation about black men and what percentage of black men are going to support, Orange Hitler? On this show, we refer to Donald Jackass Trump as Orange Hitler. And so let me just set the record straight really quick. I'm going to just give you some headlines. As a black man, now, I don't speak for like every, or as Nelly would say, I don't speak for every black man. But I can speak for the vast majority of black men, young and old. First of all, because the media, corporate media, they get tricky, and you got to understand something. Like corporate media, like these big media outlets and your network channels, you got to understand that they are not in business to save democracy. They don't give a damn about democracy. The only thing they give a damn about is the dollars. Are you feeling me? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? That is the only thing that these corporate media outlets care about. So in a way, even in the news departments, a lot of it is still entertainment. They want the drama. They want the season finale of Scandal. They want you on the edge of your seat. Oh, the polls came out, and Vice President Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, they are tied, 48. You got to be very careful what polls, and a poll is just a snapshot in time. Understand that. But let me just put you up on game, as they used to say on the south side or the west side of Chicago, and maybe in some other neighborhoods too. First of all, the vast majority of black men, any legitimate polling, even in 2020, Mr. Orange Hitler probably got somewhere, I think between 12, 14%. I think the actual number, legitimate number was right 12, but it was somewhere 12, 14% of black men voted for Orange Hitler, Donald Trump. Okay, so that meant, do the math, if it's 12%, that was 88% voted for President Biden. If it was 14%, that was 86%. I have not seen any credible poll show Orange Hitler getting over 15%. Some folks, some of these polls are saying maybe 20%. All right. But even worst case scenario, even in which, why 20% of black men would vote for him? It's crazy. I'm going to tell you why that's so crazy in a second. That means 80%. So over 80%, somewhere between, I'd say 80, mid-80s. Vice President Kamala Harris is going to get about, I will make the prediction, she will get around 85% minimum, 84, 85% of black men who are going to vote will vote for Vice President Kamala Harris. And we know black women are going to be standing 10 toes down. It's probably going to be around 90%. So that's the first thing. So what the media wants to first, as my mother would say, like the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. The enemy wants to distract and to get you like emotional and get you amped up and create anxiety, and they want the tension because they know that you will tune in. Chaos, confusion, violence. TV executives will say to you, if you could like get them behind closed doors and inject some sodium pentothal, truth serum, they would admit to you that chaos and confusion, and violence, train wrecks, it makes for great television. And that's what they want. They want the eyeballs, they want the clicks. Like I said, they don't give a damn about democracy. They care about the dollars. That is all. So please understand that when you see these polls, and let's not get distracted, because you've got the forces that want to pit black men against black women. We are not doing that. We do not have time for doing that. All right? Because first of all, if we lose this democracy, it will not be because of black men or women. The most loyal voters to protect and save democracy are black people. They were in 2020. Black Americans, men and women, 85, 90% voted to defend and save democracy and voted for Joe Biden. So you got to understand Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe, because there are forces out here that want you to be afraid and scared and confused and full of anxiety and apprehension and, amped up. Just the drama that gets you hyped up. Oh, it's tied. They're selling it like it's the season finale of a TV drama. That's what you gotta understand. Because early voting is already happening in so many states: Michigan, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Mississippi. Early voting here begins in South Carolina, October 21st. Virginia has already started. North Carolina, you can already early vote. So the election is here. The general election day is November 5th. Do not wait. Who knows? We could have another hurricane. Heck, you're going to have a blizzard up in Chicago or Detroit. So if you're in Michigan or Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh or Philly, you don't know what the weather's going to be like on November 5th. So don't even wait around. Don't play with this. Do not play with this. All right? But I do want to just speak to not just the black men, but specifically brothers, black men and brown men. But let's talk about to the brothers in the barbershop. What Kamala Harris, what's she doing, and what kind of programs does she have? Well, funny you should ask, because she was on TV this morning with my good friend Roland Martin. So she has some specific plans. One, $1 million loans for black entrepreneurs and others to start a business and these loans are fully forgivable. Did y'all hear what I mean? You know what a forgivable loan is? I'm sure that to get you the loan, you get the business started, you reach certain criteria. That means forgivable loans, you don't have to pay it back. That's what the politicians in D.C., they got a lot of those PPP loans for millions of dollars. They were forgiven. But a lot of us that got like SBA small business loans, we are paying those loans off every month. Trust me, I know personally that's happening. 2, training and mentorship programs that help black men get good paying, high paying jobs in, fields or industries, or maybe like trades that are in high demand. There's so many of these jobs: electricians, plumbers, jobs, blue collar jobs that pay over $100,000 a year. And you can start your own business as an electrician or plumber, or as a contractor doing all kind of work building. Man, are you kidding? So to have training and mentorship programs for those, because college isn't for everybody. And I went to a high school that was a trade. They had all the different trades because everybody's not a college material. And also the same program is going to teach young men, or prepare young men, specifically young black men, to be teachers, because we need so many more young black, especially black male teachers. It's not a lot of black teachers, period. But the smallest number are black male teachers. As a matter of fact, one of my nephews is teaching in the Chicago public school. 3, a national health equity program focused on not just black men, but addresses diseases that affect our communities: sickle cell disease, prostate cancer, diabetes, hypertension, high blood pressure, and other health challenges. And 4, legalizing recreational marijuana, because it's legal in so many states, and you still got you got thousands of black men in jail for selling weed. And now it's legal. And you got people that it is a multi-billion-dollar industry. And it is so hard for black people to get in this business that so many black men were sitting in jail for, because they criminalized marijuana specifically to target black men and brown men, specifically black men. That's not an opinion, that's a fact. So just wanted to put you up on game. And one final warning before I bring my guest on. Yours truly, not yours truly, I'm being very facetious and very sarcastic. Orange Hitler himself said he's going to send the military, Marines, Army, Navy SEALs. He's going to send the military to attack people who do not support him, because I am quoting him in quotes. He said that We, those who don't support him, are the enemy within. Do you know who else used that phrase, the enemy within, to refer to people who were citizens in this country? Adolf Hitler, the original Hitler, said that about the Jews, the European Jews who were in Germany, and the gypsies and the others. Because he didn't like blacks, he didn't like anybody from the LGBTQ community. So but he specifically targeted the Jews that were in Germany, the European Jews. And he referred to them as the enemy within. You've been warned. All right, let me shift gears here, ladies and gentlemen. Happy birthday to the Geno Jones Show. The Geno Jones Show is 4 years old. 4 years old, 5 nights a week, or 5 days, 5 nights, depending on where you live. Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And one of my early guests, biggest supporters, she's a part of the Geno Jones Show family. You've seen her on the show. She's been on the show a couple times. She's an author. She's a motivational speaker. She's an entrepreneur. And she's teamed up with a dynamic sister, a dynamic black woman who is a digital creator. She is an entrepreneur also. She is in the product line business, and I'll let her and them tell you about these products. Ladies and gentlemen, you see these beautifully melanated sisters on your screen. Welcome, my friend, I call her T, Miss Trenace Carter and Kandy Williams to the show. What's happening, ladies?
Happy birthday. Congratulations for making it to 4 years.
Thank you, Trace. So, Miss Kandy, how are you?
I am great. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Okay. Your audio sounds great. Your video, your shot looks good. You're rocking it. You're doing it over there. So I want to thank you, ladies, for coming on, being a part of the show's 4th birthday. 4 years, doing it 5 days a week. Like I said, Tracy, you've been very supportive from day one. And the last time you were on, Tracy, you were telling us about this sister here. You said, oh, she was a fireball, and she had it. And both of you all are entrepreneurs. But so Kandy, Tracy was telling me about this product line that you had. I'm like, we got to get her on so she can talk about that. So
one thing about business and what I believe about small business and about people of color, the way that we grow is by sharing who we know.
I like that. You should put that on a t-shirt and trademark it.
I mean, if I didn't know about you, then how could I share you with the people that I know? If I didn't know about Kandy, then how could I share? Because sometimes the people that you are connected to don't necessarily know about you, but they need that service. And it doesn't hurt you to share a friend's product or service that you may not necessarily need at the moment, but you may know somebody, or you may know somebody indirectly. So, I mean, the Kandy, that's my girl with her crazy self.
So for those who may tune in, I know the majority of my viewers, you guys have been watching the show, but I get a lot of new viewers every day, every week. So Trenace, we call it, family and friends call her Tracy. So Trenace, so you are an author. As a matter of fact, we both, I published the book, finally got a book published. It was an audio book at first, then I got it published. And then right after that, because you came to one of my book signings, you published your first book. Now you've published how many? 6. Congratulations. So you've got a remarkable story, mom and everything. So Miss Kandy, give us a little origin story about you and how you became this dynamic entrepreneur.
Oh, wow.
Don't
we
be
do not
modest
have
now, because Trenace said you are not modest. She said, my girl, so be you. Hey, remember what did I say? My motto, what did my grandmother say? Tell the truth, shame the devil.
Shame the devil. Yes. Okay. So it started back when I first started doing nails. I had just opened my nail salon, and a Bonner Brother rep came in. And I was like, it's nice to meet you. How you doing? I said, but you don't sell nothing I need. I can't help you. I don't do hair. I do nails. And he was like, if you give me 5 minutes, I think I can change your mind. I said, okay, have at it. Try it if you must. And he said, you got some sugar? I just so happened to have 1,000 packs of sugar because I bought sugar because I was serving my customers coffee and tea. He
Well, at
said,
least,
now,
well, let me say to Candy. So at least it was thousands packs of sugar, not over 1,000 bottles of baby oil. But I
no,
digress.
no, diddy.
The joke wrote itself. I just had to throw that one.
It did. So he said, go. He said, pour the sugar in your hand. Then he squeezed like a quarter size of the oil in my hand and told me to go wash my hands. He said, rub it all over and then rinse it off. I said, okay, watching you. So I do it, and I'm like, ooh, this is nice. So fast forward like 2 years, I moved to DC, and I made it easier for me to use. So I'd already just made me a little jar, mixed it up so I can do their feet and their hands with it. And one client said, "Oh, Kandy, I just love this. Can you make me a jar?" Lady in the hair dryer was something said, "Yeah, I want one too." I said, "Okay, all right, I can do that, no problem." It's been a wrap since then. We started out with that because for me that oil became a little pricey for me because it was like $5 a bottle. And so we moved to a different oil that was like $3 a bottle. Then I moved back home and everyone says, "Oh, you should have other fragrances." So then I had the caramel apple and I had the sweet potato pie. Okay. This was all Demerara sugar. So now we are granulated Dixie Crystal sugar people around here. And we have several products. I want to say right now it's 56 and counting.
Wow. So what's the name of the line?
It's called Just Like Kandy.
Okay. And it's for your hands to moisturize what?
It's
Your
for
hands, feet, body.
It is for your whole body. So there's Just Like Kandy, and under Just Like Kandy, there's Hard Kandy. So Hard Kandy is the men's hygiene products. We have soaps, we have lotions, I have butters, I have scrubs. I have this right here, Trenace.
So what is that?
I'll tell you about that in a minute. I'll tell you about this in a minute.
Oh, don't forget the beard balm.
We have beard oil, beard balm, beard wash. And then we have a shave soap. And so hopefully November the 16th, I will have a solid shampoo bar for the beard.
Really?
I mean, a solid conditioning bar for the beard.
So that's great. So you got products for men and women, for women and
men
men.
and women.
I love it. I love it. All right. Well, now wait, get that little stick that looked like a little lipstick, a little.
No, that's
eyebrow.
not what that is. That's not what that is.
That's not what that is, boo. That is not what that is. So this here is the one for men, and it is called Sexuality. Okay. This is a pheromone wand. Okay.
Okay.
So because this one is for men, hit the little post points.
Okay.
And out the door you go. Okay. You will every woman you walk by will be like.
So now hold on. For those who may not know, I know what pheromone is because I took like physics and stuff in high school. But explain that to the brothers in the barbershop and the sisters in the beauty salon right now, the nail salon, what pheromones are, where they come from, and what pheromones do.
Oh my goodness. So there's a couple of different pheromones. Well, this is what a pheromone is. It's like a body odor. It's a chemical substance produced and released into the environment by an animal, i.e. human. especially mammal or insect, affecting the behavior or physiologically of other insects. So basically, it attracts people to you. It's something that's in your body that attracts people to you, and you people can't see it. It's not something you can see it, but I have guy friends that are in tune with their inner animal that tells me they can smell it.
What? So what did they say it smells like?
It
Sweet.
smells different. It smells different on each person.
I was thinking.
No, no,
Yes, I
no, no,
figured.
no. What I'm saying, everybody's pheromone smells different, but I was told that it does smell sweet.
Really? Okay, sweet like cherry, like pound cake.
No. He said just sweet.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he said just sweet. So this is the pheromone wand, and the pheromone wand is part of the cuffing kit.
All right. Now let's talk about this. Oh, okay. So now we'll go back to the cuffing kit, but now, so you said that there was the pheromone. You had the little stick for men. So I safe to assume there's got to be one for women. Am I right or wrong?
There is one for women. So this one is scented in the Mister, my Mister fragrance. Mister has a lotion and a soap.
Okay.
Okay.
That's for the
And
guys.
then
The pheromone for the
this
guys.
for the guys.
Okay.
That's for the pheromone for the guys. And the one for the ladies comes in apple rose. And this is the apple rose scrub and butter. But see, the kits are different. So for the cuffing kit for women, you get this, you get this, you get the menage a trois candle. Oh yeah, I cut up around here. You
Well, let's
get
go back to the pheromone for the ladies. So, how do you showed us how the men apply the pheromone? You said
that's
like
same
your
way.
pulse, the pulse points. So
Your
is that
pulse
the same
point,
for women?
same for women. Same for women. It's like putting on perfume.
Okay. All right.
Same for women.
I will say you will have to beat them off with a stick.
Really? Wow. It's like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
When we so Kandy and I have been friends for like probably more than 10 years. And when she
more than 10 years.
Yeah, more than 10 years. And when she came up with the cuffing kit, we was just playing around. The original name for the wand was what? The sex stick.
We called it the sex stick. I said I can't call it that.
So the one for the guy was called the sex stick.
No, all of it was
all of
the
it.
stick. I said I can't call it the sex stick. Yeah. I said I cannot call it the sex stick. I cannot. But that's what we called it until we got a name for it.
Just break it down to its least common denominator. We give it a nice little fancy name, a nice little product, but when they break it down, and what does it do?
That's what it does.
There you go.
That's what it attracts people who you don't even want.
So even the ugly dudes is getting played from beautiful women.
I cannot. This one right here. The
ugly dude's like, oh, what up, bro? But you're like, he ugly, but something about him. I don't know what. I don't know what it is. I don't know what. Let me see. Well, let me check out his hand size and figure what's going on. There's something about him.
I cannot. This one right here.
Is that that special one right there that you just held up?
Oh, so this is my DSL lip gloss.
Okay. Does it have the pheromone in there too?
No, it doesn't. It's just a nice clear lip gloss.
So Trace, you were talking about because Kandy brought it up, cuffing. So explain, because this is like going into the peak cuffing season. So will y'all explain for people who are watching who don't necessarily know what cuffing is and cuffing season, and how these cuffing kits can enhance your life? You want to go ahead?
Yes. You go, Trenace. You tell them about cuffing season.
So cuffing season, as much as we do a show every year about cuffing season. I always say that I don't want to participate in the season because I'm not a cuff me for a temporary. I'm a cuff forever. I'm a forever type of girl. So the idea of cuffing season is wintertime. Well, it's still almost 90 degrees here in Houston. But
It's 85 degrees here. You know.
yeah, so it's the seasons are changing. It's fall, it's winter. We want to be with snuggled up under somebody we care about, and you want to be right for cuffing. You want to smell good, you want to feel good, you want to look good, and the cuffing kit helps you with that.
So cuffing is somebody that you can kind of snuggle up to, like a nice warm comforter in the wintertime, huh?
Right.
So you don't have to cut that heat all the way up to 80. You can cut the thermostat down to maybe 68. But if you have the right cuffer, then you're gonna be good, right?
Right.
Okay. Look at Kandy. What's wrong, Kandy? Wait, am I wrong? Did I get something wrong, Kandy?
You got it. You got it right. You got it. You hit the nail on the head. So I'm gonna give you the dates for the cuffing season schedule.
Oh yes, please. I didn't know there was. Well, talk about that.
There is a schedule.
Is there a calendar we can order to that's got the dates?
No. So you know what? Next year, when you do the cuffing season, you could create a calendar.
Right.
I think I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, and
so
throw little brother, small cut for the little finder's fee idea. You're not much. Just hook a brother up. Maybe the little. I don't know. Well, that's a whole nother story. Before I get myself in trouble, let me just be quiet and move on. But no, that calendar. So you're gonna
August the 1st. Yep, August the 1st through the 31st is scouting. The draft is the 1st through the 30th. So we out of the drafting season.
So
okay,
it is football. We're in football season. You got a lot of football fans. So you got training camp is usually in August, mid-July, August. So
that's tryouts, October 1st through the 31st. Yes.
Who's going to make the team? It's only going to be because you ain't going to have multiple cuffers now, are you? You ain't supposed to have them. Well, some folks might. Okay.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I'm married. I don't know what you're talking about.
So, but people can determine if they want to have maybe one person as their primary cuffer or multiple. That's
it makes sense if you're dating multiple people. Why not have multiple? No.
Player, do you? So that's that's like the preseason. You get to kind of weed out, determine who's gonna make the final cut. Am I
right? Right, yeah. So preseason is November 1st through the 30th, and then cuffing season.
I thought you said August.
No, that's scouting.
Oh, scouting. My bad. Thank you. Oh, that's like the draft. So that would be like the draft that the NFL does in April. So you got to decide, okay, are you worthy of being drafted on the team to at least to audition to try out? So the draft, the draft is in August. Then
the scouting is in August. Drafting is in September.
To the NFL draft because that's when.
Okay.
Yeah, they had the big draft and like, okay, I looked at your film. You look good on and then they go to the NFL the draft camp. It's like a meat marker because you stand there in your drawers and they measure everything, like your height.
I want to see the meat market.
What they do, literally,
market.
All the athletes, like the NFL draft, literally, it's like an auction. They have all the players.
I didn't know that.
They do. They stand there.
I didn't know. No, is this televised?
Yes, they stand. Yeah, it is. Well, not that part. But look at Kandy. But you can find the video probably right here on YouTube. But they'll stand there in their boxes. And they measure your exact height, bare feet, so no shoes. They want to get the exact height. They want to get like how long your arms are, how big your hands are, your fingers, how long your legs are, your waist, everything. They literally measure everything. So that would be August is like the draft. That's scouting. Who's gonna make the team? And then we drafted you, but you got game? Can you play? That's what the preseason is for, to determine who's gonna make the team, right? Okay.
That's fair.
And that's
and
cuffing, and then preseason is the 1st through the 30th of November. Cuffing season dates are December 1st through January 15th.
That's short.
Okay. The playoffs.
Oh, I like that. So the regular season, December 1st. Till really the King holiday around that time.
Yep.
Okay. And then the playoffs starts after that.
The playoffs is the 16th through February 13th.
right around the Super Bowl and Mardi Gras.
Championship game, Valentine's Day.
Wow, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you win,
Debate spring break. So what y'all gonna do for spring break? That is gonna be February 15th through March 14th. Resign or spring break? March 15th through April 15th. Cuffed or uncuffed? April 16th through July 30th.
Oh, y'all gotta have a calendar printed out for this.
Yeah. So basically, it's almost like a whole year. It's a whole year. Different segments throughout the year. Most of the people are uncuffed from April to July. Most of them end up being uncuffed like Memorial Day weekend.
Okay, but you would
So
think
what
you would
is-
kind
you
of
know
want to
what?
be no, you don't want to be cuffed for the 4th of July because the summertime is a holiday. So folks that usually in shape or try to get in shape, you got your white linen outfit. The ladies got the little sexy reveal and stuff, and the brothers, you know, they done got they swole on. So then you want to, you want to physically.
It's slow long.
And then you want to go ahead and order some of the little pheromones from Kandy and Trenace. So when you at the cookout of the 4th of July down at the Essence Festival, and you walking by and they're like, "Ooh, girl, ooh, something about this." There you go.
So the cuffing season was not this long prior to COVID, though.
So now, all jokes aside,
No.
So I need you all to do something real quick. So explain who came up with the idea, who created cuffing season, and when did it officially start?
So I don't know who came up with the idea, but based on my research, it was labeled by Fabulous. You know the rapper Fabulous?
Oh,
He
yeah.
song.
Fabolous, yeah.
Right. He had a song, and that's what gave it the official label of cuffing.
Okay. I remember that song. You're right.
Okay.
All right. So
I guess it's been a thing, but it didn't have a title. But he gave it a title.
Okay. And I can't remember what the year that song came out, but okay, people can Google it. Okay, I didn't know. Well, they've done a lousy job promoting it, so they really need to cut y'all a big. Y'all should have ownership stake in the whole cuffing organization, because, I mean, you all have given it a
Not the whole
new
cuffing
face.
organization.
Yep, y'all given it a
Oh
face.
yeah, you gotta give it a face.
And you've got not only that, you've got a whole product line to enhance your chances at having a successful cuffing season.
That is correct. So the goal in having both, okay? So I know a lot of people that like to burn candles, okay? So everybody gets some Menage a Trois candle, okay? The only thing I'm going to say is I had a client buy one. She told me it worked. That's all I'm going to put about the Menage a Trois candle. That's all I'm going to put out there, okay?
Yeah,
she said it worked.
Because
okay?
I was about to ask.
Send me a picture of it.
So Kandy, let me tell you this, Kandy and Trace. I was about to ask a stupid question. Was that client married? But it ain't none of my business. I don't know. Well, listen. Hey, whatever you do.
She was.
Hey,
she,
look.
She was.
Whatever you do in your marriage, if it ain't hurt nobody else, that ain't none of my business. So whatever y'all do you.
So I would say that I'm not married. I am single. The candle is very fragrant.
Now, which one are you talking about, Trace?
The Menage a Trois candle. You still making them 3-wick? Okay.
Yes, they do come 3-wick. The ones for the kids,
I like that.
are
3
20.
wicks. That's clever.
They're 1 wick.
Okay.
That is why we called it the Menage a Trois for real. Because it had 3 weeks. That's the only real reason why.
I love this.
That's the only reason why.
All right, so listen. So Kandy, you need to let everybody know where they can go and order the cuffing kits, the pheromone sticks, just the whole product line, because you got and your moisturizers. And do you have some other products? Here's your chance to pitch it and sell it all. Or just let everybody know where they can go and see your whole line. I'm sure you got a website, social media somewhere where you can
I do.
see the whole line?
It
Yeah.
is just like Kandy.com. Just like Kandy.com. There is a cuffing kit page. You go to the website, you search cuffing, and that's cuffing with the K for
Okay.
me.
And Kandy is K.
K-U-F-F.
Your Kandy is Kandy.
Kandy. So it's JUSTLIKEKANDY.com. And the cuffing kits are both spelled with a K. Well, kit spelled K anyway, but cuffing is KUFFING.
Oh, cuffing with a K, because I was thinking they were spelled with a. Thank you for saying. Yeah, okay. So cuffing is spelled with a K.
It is spelled with a C, but because Kandy has to do Kandy's thing, it's spelled with the K.
I like it better with the K. Trace, I like it better with the K personally. I think it works. So now,
I do too.
So Tracy, were you rubbing on some pheromone? Because so Kandy, when you were talking, Tracy was rubbing. I'm like, was she rubbing some pheromones?
I don't need pheromones in the house. I'm cute anyway. That's just what.
I love it.
That's just extra.
So Tracy, listen, you got a book coming out soon, right?
I don't have a date yet, but I am working on a 7th book.
Okay.
I've been messing around with that particular one for a couple of years, just because when I write, it's based on something that I'm going through. And when it took me so long to write it, I realized that I was the woman that I was writing about. Actually, the new book is The Lady in Waiting, and you can be a lady in waiting, married or single, because unfortunately, women are always waiting. We waiting for it to be perfect. We waiting for it to be right. We waiting for vacation, waiting for the weekend. We waiting. And all of this time, we're missing opportunities waiting. The other part of that is the energy of not forgiving people, holding on to stuff, holding on to clothes you can't fit, holding on to unnecessary feeling, unnecessary people, places, and things. That puts you in a constant forever state of waiting. And when I realized that was me, then I have to go through that process of that for me in order to produce a good book that's going to help somebody.
So let me ask you, speaking of a book, so are you all going to collaborate and write like the official like handbook for cuffing? And or what about the cuffing novel? Because I can see a novel, I can see a screenplay, maybe not necessarily a Tyler Perry movie, or maybe or whoever you want the director to be. But I'm just saying. So I can see this. So is this something in the future?
Friend?
I hadn't even thought about that.
I hadn't either.
Well,
I
now
had
you
not
have.
either.
So listen, we can work out because Trace, you family. So we'll work out a nice little arrangement. I can be like your official consultant here with these great ideas. Since I've hit both of y'all with one, so when I see them, I'll like, oh, I know they got their brother. I already know that consultant. I just my Zelle. I can just see that Zelle text message coming in. So Kandy, once again, let everybody know where they can go and check out your entire product line.
So again, it is just like Kandy.com. That is JUSTLIKEKANDY.com. When it comes up, you'll see a beautiful lady with a flower wreath on her head, and it says Diosa. And Diosa is my newest fragrance, and Diosa means goddess in Spanish.
I like that. All right, so listen, I got an idea. Let me see if you all are going to be down with it. I want to do a segment at least once a month, because it seems like we are still in the preseason. The regular season is going to kick off in a couple months, and then the regular season is going to end right around the King holiday. So I would love for you all to come on. We're going to have a segment created just for you all. I'm going to call it, it's cuffing time. With Kandy and Tracy, with Tracy and Kandy.
It's called what?
So y'all like that? So that way, once a month, so like when one season maybe is about to end and another one is going to begin, you can come on and let people, just kind of educate them. All right, how we doing? Trying to get like a progress report and tell them to get ready. Some tips to go out of like the regular season, go out of the preseason to the regular season, and maybe some tips to be successful so you can make it from the regular season to the playoffs, and then from the playoffs to like championship, and then from the championship to maybe make sure that you get a second contract. You might get signed on for another season.
Yes, yes, yes. You
I'm with
signed
it.
up for over. Yeah, I'm with it. We can definitely do that. I think that this year's Cup and Kit is going to be good because it's different. It's different every year.
Really? Okay.
Okay.
It
So
is different. It is different every year. It has some of the same favorites, but
then it has new ones.
It gets bigger every year.
So okay, but since you mentioned favorites, real quick. So Kandy, what's like your favorite? What's like your best seller for women and for men?
Ooh. My apple rosé is my top selling product.
For
I came out with it for Sugar Square for women.
okay.
So I
Apple
came out with
rosé?
that. Ooh, apple rosé.
It just sounds good. Now what about the guys?
So for the men, it's a tie because
Okay.
so for men I have Seduction and I have Mister, and everybody. There's certain kind of men that buy these fragrances. So the younger men everybody that's like in their 40s and below, they like the Mister, and all the older gentlemen like the Seduction.
I'm surprised because I would almost think it would be reversed. Like the brothers 40 plus would like the Mister.
Yeah.
Because I'm old.
Yeah.
I'm a grown ass man. Call me Mister. And the young brothers would be on the Seduction because you figure they're gonna be on the prowl. Their testosterone levels gonna be a little higher, so they probably all about the Seduction. But it's
No, they probably eating them blue diamond pills like they can. That's why they on that Seduction.
Hey,
Somebody
Kandy, what's the motto again? Tell the truth, shame the devil.
shame the devil. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's
All right,
crazy.
So
That's crazy work.
So okay, so Kandy is good with that. What about you, T? I mean, I know you good with it.
I'm good.
So we'll finish producing the next after this show. We'll come up with a date because we're gonna promote it. You all are now a regular part of the Geno Jones Show. You have your own segment, your own feature that we're gonna do roughly. Because it seemed like cuffing season of what is it? Would you say what 4 to 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks?
Shoot, it's like months.
2 months.
August, September,
months.
8
October,
weeks
November.
is 2 months. So is it 8 weeks or 12 weeks?
No, the season itself is 6 weeks.
Okay. All right. So
The season itself is 6 weeks.
So the regular
It's
season
outside
starts,
of tryouts and the playoffs.
So the regular season is gonna start November 1st, right? Till November 30th. And then we got
No, regular season starts December. That's the preseason.
the
Preseason is November.
November 1st to November 30th.
Yes.
And because you got Thanksgiving in there, so why don't you all come on right around the 1st and give some people some tips on how you can make it from the if you really want to make the team, the cuffing team, I need to give you some tips because you in training camp, you could get cut. And you don't want to get cut. So
And I'm single and I'll cut you real quick. The last one, he didn't even last 2 weeks.
Okay, so see, I want you all to come on with some tips, tips for folks to enhance their chance of not being cut. So sometime right after the 1st of November. So we're gonna run it back, and we can talk about going into that new season. We good?
See how they can make it into the preseason game.
Yep. Or you get in the game and not get cut, so you can make it to the regular season.
But I don't watch football. But can't you be put on the injured list during the during the season?
Well, in football, well, in all sports, that happens. People get injured, and they have like injured reserve where you can be on there for 4 weeks, 8 weeks, or the full year, the full season.
I was just.
Okay, so who was injured? Who was injured, and then how were you injured in cuffing season? Did you lose your job? Is that why you're injured?
Well, see, you all can explain that when you come back on.
I don't know. I don't know. I was just thinking.
So by then, right after the 1st of November, you guys will have an answer to that question. So it'll be like a little suspense here. Like tune in for the next episode of it's cuffing time to see exactly what happens. How do you make the injured reserve? What happens if you get injured somehow? So all right, good deal. Trenace Carter, Kandy Williams.
That's a good thought. I got to think about that.
See, now you got something to think about. Thank you all for being part of the 4th year celebration of the show. I appreciate it. So now we got a whole new feature. So now we'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Maybe 3 weeks or so? Because that new season, that new phase, we go from the training camp to like. Was it from what was it?
Tryouts for
preseason. Right. So we go from the draft to like preseason. So okay, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you all. Have a great day, or afternoon or evening. I guess it's evening now, and we'll see you guys in.
But yeah, it's evening for me.
Yep. So we'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Thank you.
All right. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. That was.
Bye.
Let me do something real quick here. That was a lot. That was a lot of fun. Okay. Hey, listen. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you. You, and especially you, God, most of all. Thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. If you miss any of the show, go back and binge watch this and every episode on the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. Tell everybody to subscribe, share, screen grab, rip some of this video, copy and paste this link. You can paste it in an email, in a text message. You can go ahead, you can share this episode on everybody's social media page that you follow, your fans, your friends, your family. You can tag their page. You can share it on their page. You got my permission. Let's make it go viral, all right? Subscribe, share, screen grab, like, binge watch all my back episodes, all my great celebrity guests from Ronald Isley and Kenny Lattimore and Lettucey and Howard Hewitt and Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis and October London and Roy Chip Anthony, Lenny Williams, so many, my man Larry Dotson, former lead singer of the Barcades, so many great guests. I can't even keep up with all of them. But all those episodes right now on the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. Shout out to Mr. Markel Bailey. He's got a big celebration, 1 year anniversary. Happy birthday, 1 year old to his a new shop, brand new shop, Designer Cuts. He is the CEO of Designer Cuts. He is the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. You can check him out on Instagram, on IG, Kel B Cutting Up, KELBECUTTINUP. Allie Jones is the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. You can check Allie Jones and her collection out, her Lexi Jones collection, LX.NCL_LX.N like Nanette, C like Charlie, L like Lexi _. And shout out to Mr. Bruce Gage, also wardrobe consultant and stylist for the show. You can check him out on Instagram, on IG, the Mario Uomo and Flyball Collection. Mario Uomo. So Uomo is an Italian name. So just type in the little search magnifying glass on Instagram, Mario, Mario. Uomo is U. It's an Italian, so it's pronounced like the what with a W-O, but it's spelled U like umbrella, O like Oprah, M like Mary, O like Oprah, Uomo, Mario, Uomo. Type that in the little search box on Instagram, and also Flyball the store. But all that is on his Instagram page. So just type that in, either Mario Uomo, UOMO, or Flyball the store. Everybody, The next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be on Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 if you're down in Houston with Trenace, or if you're up in the Carolinas, I believe, with Kandy, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 Central Time. So Houston is Chicago, Minneapolis, Detroit is on East Coast Eastern Time also. So Detroit City, 6:30 Philly, New York. This is Chicago, Milwaukee, Minneapolis, St. Louis, Houston, New Orleans, Memphis, Jackson, Mississippi. 5:30 live in Los Angeles, San Francisco, Oakland, Bay Area, Seattle, Portland, San Diego, West Coast, 3:30 p.m. Eastern. We will see you then. I love you. Thank you. Please spread the word. Tell everybody. Make this episode go viral, and tell everybody to make sure that they subscribe, along with share and screen grab, like, leave your comments in the comment section, binge watch all my back episodes right here on the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. We'll see you Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, live right here.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.